You need to tell me what headbands go with what, and what shoes and everything.
Okay.
And any other accessories, please. That goes with her, doesn't it?
She's kind of my favourite.
Her?
Yeah.
She was your favourite? Well, here's some shoes. Are these the sushi ones shoes?
Yeah, I always like how they went on. That's the stuff.
Are you brushing its
Yep.
hair? Having fun?
Yep.
Good morning to another day in another awkward angle. You can see there is stuff going on behind me here. Just get my shoes on because it's Saturday today. My least favourite day of the week. I hate Saturdays because they feel like everybody's home. Well, most people are home in the neighbourhood, so everything feels noisy and full on, and there are more people about, more cars about, and then we have the possibility of kind of noise and stuff in the evening. We've got a nearby social club. It's not too bad, but you know, when you have a bit of anxiety around noise, it does mean that I do spend a lot of the day worrying about it. I do know there's something going on at the club tonight, which strangely makes me feel better because I don't have to worry about it, because I already know. So I can start to prepare myself. Is that weird? Yeah, I don't like the sound of background music, you know, from other locations that aren't my own. I'm getting better with it, but oh, my camera's got so bored with me, the battery's running out. Anyway, I'm getting my shoes on because I'm taking Lilia to work. She's off to her bookshop job today. And then I will come back to you with a fresh new battery and tell you a bit more about my plans for today. Lilia, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
You look like you're about to get comfortable. Oh. She was. By the way, big news today. I'm wearing a jumper. I'm wearing a jumper. I'm so excited. It's 14 degrees and it feels cold. So today's leftover lunch concoction is, we've got some leftover beef from when we had tacos earlier in the week, and when we had tacos we bought the taco shells and it came with salsa, which we didn't use, so I put the salsa in with it. It smells nice, no idea what it's going to be like. I'm just refreshing some pasta that was left over from the other night. Bit of a strange combo, but hopefully it'll be nice. I'm not sure how stable that is. I balanced it a bit. I put some pumpkin seeds on the top just for fun. Phoebe just said someone was calling you on your mobile. Right, let's see what this is like. That's absolutely yum. Hello. So I'm back in the same position I was earlier. I need to get changed actually because Dan's just taken Phoebe off to drama school. She's having a sleepover tonight. She's got a friend coming here a bit later. And I am going to do I'm going to continue with this sorting out that I've been doing. And then when he gets back, we're going to give the chickens a good clean out. They're a little bit overdue for a really good, proper clean out. We're going to pull everything out, clean everything, let them have a roam around the garden. We're going to start tidying up a bit as well. Oh, that reminds me. I went to B&Q earlier. I would have filmed it. A little bit. I don't know. I've lost track of what I'm filming. I feel like I'm not in the vlogging zone today. I feel like I'm just a little bit here, there and everywhere. Yeah, so I popped to B&Q on my way back from dropping Lilia at work because I really want to put some shelves up in our bedroom. I have a real problem, like we had our bedroom done last year and I love it. And we had the whole room plastered, and there's something about a lovely plastered wall that I don't want to damage. So then it takes me forever to make decisions on putting up pictures and shelves because I'm like, oh no, I might damage the walls, even though it's really easy to fill a hole. But I do need some shelves, and I will show you in a bit why. It's probably easier to show you. But right now, I've had a stack of boxes over there in the corner driving me nuts. They're right there and I see them As soon as I get up in the morning, when I come down the stairs, they're there. And it's stuff that I sorted out back in April to take to a boot sale over the summer, and then we never did do the boot sale. It's all toys and things that the girls are getting rid of. So what I've been doing this morning is organising them into their sets. Lilia helped me put some dolls together with their accessories and things, and I'm putting them in bags and I'm labelling them. So I've got a box here, so I've got things like Polly Pocket, water slide, and all the bits are in there. I've got a little Hello Kitty house, I've got My Little Pony palace, and all the bits, all the figures, all the accessories are all in the bag. And I often do that when I donate toys and sets to the charity shop, so they're all together and it's easy to sell on. But I've got so many of them, I think I am, if the boot sales are still on, if boot sales don't exist in other countries, it's where you take your car or yourself along on a Sunday morning usually, and you pay for a pitch. It's normally like £6 to £10, and you lay everything out on a table or the floor, and people come and buy it and you sell it off cheap. So what I can do is, for the bigger toys, I can say like, I don't know, £1 or 50p, and the smaller ones I can say 50p or 20p or something. And the idea would be to break even, make back the cost of your pitch, and maybe make a little bit of money that then you can then put towards, I don't know, a pizza or something. And it's normally just quite a fun thing to do. We've done it a few times. And also it means you know that the people who are there are looking for bargains. They're usually there to look for specific things. Maybe they're getting toys, maybe they're really good bargain hunters. So you know they're going to buy something and take it away and use it. So that's pretty good. So that's what I am doing. That's a very long explanation for what I am currently sitting on the floor for. It's just started raining outside. Hopefully it'll hold off enough for us to do what we need to do. I'd like to not have to do it, but I'd rather get it done today and get it out of the way. So I'm in the corner now. So this is where I shoved a load of stuff after basically we'd finished with the kitchen, because we haven't put shelves up in here yet and we haven't quite finished with the decorating. So there are things in here that need to find new homes. And I thought I might try and just reduce it a bit. Some of it's just going to have to stay. So I've got a box here that's like pictures and ornaments and little bits and bobs. It does need sorting out. It doesn't need sorting out right now. It's quite a small box of things. So I think I'm just going to keep that as it is until we've got shelves, and then when it comes to sort of faffing about with shelves, I'll sort it out at that point. More baskets. PVA glue. I've also, right, so here is some shelf brackets, which we had for our shelves that are just over there, but we've only put one of them back up, and from putting one of them back up I can tell that I really don't like the brackets in the new kitchen. I want to get different ones. So I'm not actually going to use these. However, we are going to be sorting out some stuff in our utility shed. So it might be worth holding on to them to reuse there, because it just for, you know, something practical rather than aesthetic. So I'm going to start a little place to keep things that might be used in the renovation of the utility shed. And if it's not used by the end of the year, I'll get rid of it. Oh, these are little, I have to find somewhere useful to put these. These are little blackout stickers for electronic lights. So like, you know, if your television stays on standby or with a skybox, this reduces the glare of those lights. And the reason I've got them is I put them on the built-in smoke detectors, because otherwise they're really annoying because we've got them in our bedrooms. I'll put that somewhere practical where I won't forget. An old iPhone that's broken. I mean, none of this is required. Got a couple of little notebooks here, which I'll just deal with in a minute. And then I've got some boxes that had all the girls' hair clips for school, which they don't need anymore, so I'm just going to take out useful bits and get rid of the rest. And that is a whole basket emptied. What can I fill it with now? Yarn. It will be yarn. Okay, I've got another, let's adjust the camera. I've got another basket down here. Oh, I love organising things, do you? Saturday afternoon, rainy. I think I know what's in here. This was on top of our old fridge freezer. We've got a built-in fridge freezer now, and I've added things to it. So this is a painting mat that we put down when the girls do painting, or more often these days when they do their nails in the living room. But I've got other bits we use, old bits of oilcloth, tablecloth, so I'm going to get rid of that. Paints. I've got some oil paints and some gouache. I'm going to keep those because I want to play with them. Spare ice blocks. I've got a place for those in the new kitchen. A whole thing of modelling clay. Oh wow, I have to keep that. I'm gonna have that. Right, this says ornaments. Speaking of which, I need to put up the autumn decorations. Oh, again, this is all ornaments that were on the shelves and so on, and I put them all in here when we were taking everything apart. So that kind of goes with that other box, and I'll sort that out when we have shelves. And then the rest of this is cookie cutters. So we don't need all of these. We've got 1 bag, 2 bags. This one we use for gingerbread houses, so definitely, but it doesn't need to be like that. So I'm going to sort out all the cookie cutters, get rid of a load, keep the ones that we're going to keep in a box and put them, I've got them on the shelf in the big sort of larger cupboard thing under the stairs. I could put all the wires inside it, couldn't I? Look, here's all the wires for things. I could put them in the basket to hide them. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I'm a genius. Let's do that. Ta-da! Just 2 neat baskets and all the wires are inside the bottom basket. Completely hidden. I'm really pleased I did that. It only took me 2 minutes. Well, this is going to take me longer, but still, I don't have to look at the pile of stuff when I come down the stairs now. What's happening, girls? Oh, hello, Fog. You were a bit camera shy last time, but I think we can see you now. Hey! Just hanging around. Oh, there's another one further down there looking up at me. Hi! It's hard to focus on him. God, there's another one over here. There's 3! There's 4! There's 4 frogs.
There's 4 frogs. You're in the way, going to run you over with our brown bin, which we put green waste in because it makes loads of sense.
Brown bin for green waste, green bin for normal waste, black bin for recycling. Makes absolutely no sense. Right, girls, are you going to come out for a buck about? Oh, hey, hey, you are a shadow of your former self. You will soon emerge a swan. Or, you know, a more attractive chicken. Come on then. Oh, we haven't done this in a while, have we? It's very exciting. Right, let's get tidying. Oh my goodness, look at this. How adorable is that? I don't know how these have got over here. I planted these wild strawberries from seed a couple of years ago. But where they were growing, they didn't come up again this year. But here they are. And I haven't spotted it all summer. But look, there's little well past it strawberries. Oh, wild strawberries. This should be a vine, but the vine's died, I think. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, hopefully they'll come back next year and we can have a little cascade of wild strawberries. That'd be nice. We didn't time this. We didn't time this very well. It's a bit wet out here. I've cleaned the coop. I'm just going to go and dry it. I'm just raking it all over. We need to put some. We do it once a week. Put some ground sanitizer down. Oh, it smells nice.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
it does.
Wet cut grass.
Yeah, I love that smell. I managed to do the alleyway, all the alleyway directly outside the back of our house.
What about outside Miriam?
No, because my battery ran out, but I've charged it and I'll do it tomorrow afternoon when I get back from
Oh, okay. I was just about to give everyone an update on the banana trick. So this has
you
been...
everyone an update on my bib washing.
Dan has finished washing all of the girls' football team bibs. There you go. So this has been in here now for a good 4 days or so, I think. So I've got a banana in a box with my tomatoes, which are no riper than they were when they went in. And now they all smell of banana. So...
Banatos.
Yeah, I'm not convinced on that. I think I'm just going to give them a wash and leave them on the side. Maybe I'm supposed to leave it for longer, but then this banana is just going to rot. Anyway, making Dan and... this is not a very good angle, is it? I'll point it up so you can see up my nose. There you go. I'm making Dan and I a cup of tea. We have had a very productive time in the garden. We haven't done everything. We spent about an hour and a half out there, sorted out the chickens, and then we tidied up all of the bottom of the garden, cleaned down, really got everything ready for things that are going to the tip, and just had a good tidy up. So we've still got to do the top of the garden. We've still got some cutting back to do. We've got a big salvia that's sort of taking over a huge amount of the garden, but there's still loads of bees on it. So I don't want to cut it back if the bees are still enjoying it. So I'm going to leave that for a bit. And Dan's cut the grass, which looks so nice and smells nice. So we've earned a cup of tea before we become taxi service for the evening. Taxi service and chef. And Dan, well, you bought a few treats home from the shops, didn't you?
I did.
So I've just discovered that he bought... Is it too early?
No, that's our second box of the year.
Oh, I didn't see the first box.
Me and Phoebe ate them pretty quickly.
Right. So mince pies. So I think I'm going to have a mince pie with my cup of tea. Or maybe I'll have a slice of the lemon cake.
Choices. Or a bit of your chocolate orange.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, and then he also bought me... Get the bottle as well. Actually, while you're over there, you can put this on. He went to the shops and he bought me some mince pies and a chocolate orange. He went to the shops and he bought me some mince pies, some chocolate orange.
And a bottle of English rosé.
Yeah, I was very excited. This is, where is it from? Aldi's?
Yeah.
So, but £10.
Reduced from 11.
Reduced from 11. It's like a posh one if it's £10.
But more importantly, it's only 11.5%.
Yeah, I only like to drink. I don't like anything stronger than 11.5%. And it's number 1 on the dry scale. And it is a Bowler and Brolly English Pinot Noir and, oh, what's that? Precoce?
Precoce, yeah.
Precoce Rosé. A crisp and refreshing dry English rosé. Oh, I'm looking forward to that later. Can you put my chocolate orange in the fridge? So yeah, so we're going to have a cup of tea and a mince pie as a reward for our efforts. Then Dan's off to get Phoebe and pick up her friend for the sleepover, and I'm going to tidy the mess that is the kitchen. I'd love to squeeze in a bath, but I don't think I'll be able to do that before you get back with everyone.
No, not while the kids are... You might as well do it tomorrow afternoon when we're down the park.
Yeah, might
Training.
do then. Yeah, good idea. Oh look, there's some festive. They're so festive. Is it Vlogmas yet? Do you have a preference?
Just put one on my plate. I just thought I'd give you that one because it was a chicken anaesthetic.
You're such a good vlogging husband. That tastes like Christmas. Mm. Oh, it's so good. I've achieved nothing so far. I said I was going to clean the kitchen. I've just faffed about. I really need to get it done, and I need to hoover. I also need to get the washing out of the machine. Just going to give the chickens some kale. Don't think they'll be very impressed. It's not their favourite, but it's what they're having. Oh, little blackbird. Hi, girls. You're excited. Hey, hey, you gonna have some? A little pig? Okay. Put it over here for you. Finished dusting. I'm about to run the hoover around downstairs. Just thought I'd show you what I did. This is a puzzle. I feel like everything I show you is like something I had in my childhood, but it was in our living room when I was growing up, and it's a little wooden puzzle, and we used to do it all the time, and it's ended up with me. Anyway, it sits on the side. It's just a cube, and I knocked it when I was dusting, so I'm now going to have to put it all back together. So I thought I'd show you what it looks like. Okay, losing light. It's 5:30. Dan's not back yet with the two girls, and I don't need to pick Lydia up from work until just after 8. And I promised you I'd show you plans for where I want my shelves. So here is the wall just as we come in the bedroom. Bed is here. You often see me sitting here talking to you. And I've got an old chest of drawers here, which used to belong to my sister. And I fully intend on sanding it and renovating it, but I just haven't got round to it. I don't. Time. It's time, isn't it? Let me flip the camera around because that's going to be easier than trying to do this whilst looking over my own shoulder. Okay, so we've got my chest of drawers here, which works really well as my bedside table, and it's also got other bits and pieces in it as well. Sometimes I think maybe something slightly smaller would be better, but I've got a perfectly decent piece of furniture here. Why would I buy new and get rid of? I'm going to renovate it, and I'm going to use what I've got. Down here is an ongoing project of photograph organisation, which I've been working on and off for a long time. It is going to be a long-term project, but at some point over the coming month or so, I am going to clear this down and find an area that's not right here because it drives me mad. I've also got my my yarn that I got for my birthday from my mum when she got me a subscription to Simply Crochet, which is still waiting for the perfect project. I've got a few ideas, and then behind it I've got an unused what do you call it, corkboard, and I don't think either of the girls are going to use this, so I'm probably going to give this to the charity shop. I'll pop it in the hallway and ask them, but if they don't want it, I shall donate it. And then here I have a unit that was in Phoebe's room, but she's got a different one now. She's got one actually that came out of the kitchen downstairs, which goes better in her room. So there was a bit of a furniture swap round. It's only here temporarily. It's part of an old IKEA set that we had over 11 years ago when we were in our old house. And there's bits of it still all over the house in use. It was one of the best pieces of furniture we ever bought. It was back when IKEA used to do things that were a lot sturdier. Their new version of this is nowhere near as good. I can't even remember what it was called. So I've got lots of books on here, but what I want is to have some shelves up here. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna get some strips of paper and work out the placement of the shelves. I'm thinking two longish shelves, sort of one along here and then one a little bit higher, and then a shorter shelf as well that goes to about half the length of those two longer shelves, so I can have a little space for a picture but also lots of space for books. And I don't want them to be too deep, I want them to be book deep. Okay, so that's Phoebe's book, I don't know why it's in here. Yeah, so book deep, because books, 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 books. They need shelves. So that's why I was at B&Q. That's why I was at B&Q, because I was looking at timber because you can get it cut at B&Q. So I thought if I found the timber that I want, and I found some, which is exactly the right depth, and it's a really long piece, they will cut that for you. I think you get your first 5 cuts for free, and I would only need about 4 cuts, I think, maybe not even that. I can get it cut, then we can get it in the car, and then my idea would be to find some brackets that I like. I don't want black, but I don't want white. I kind of want antique-y colour, maybe, a bit rustic, but I haven't found anything I like yet. And then just do it like that, and then oil the wood or just stain it with something. That's my plan. And I'd like to get that done sooner rather than later, and not just say that's my plan and then faff about and not get around to it for another year. I feel like this is my place where I talk to you, leaning on the kitchen counter. I think I have filmed too much today. I feel like I've been wittering about absolutely nothing all day. Anyway, Dan just got home with 2 very excited 12-year-olds. Actually, Phoebe's still 12, but her friend's 13. Phoebe will be 13 next month. Blimey, we'll have 2 teenagers. So I'm going to start their dinner. They're going to have just chicken nuggets, curly fries and beans, really easy. Dan and I will eat with Lilia when she gets home, and we're going to have one of Lilia's favourite things, which is, we call it chicken noodle soup, but it's not. It's basically like a broth made with onions and stock and carrots, and then we cook the chicken separately in the oven. We used to cook it in the broth, but I don't know, it just comes out a bit, I don't like that so much, so I like to roast it in the oven with a few more flavours on it. And then I cut it in strips to put on top of the broth when I serve it. And I cook some orzo in it, but we've run out of orzo, so we're just going to do it with macaroni because it's all pasta, isn't it? So, and she loves that. She loves what we call chicken noodle soup, even though it's not. So I'm going to make that. So I'm going to make the broth in advance. So all I need to do is heat some stuff up and cook the chicken. Yeah. I mean, I've been in the house on my own quite a lot today. It's been quite good. Bit of running around, lots of chores, lots of getting stuff done in the garden, lots of getting some stuff sorted that has been long overdue. And now we've just got to get through Saturday evening, and then tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, it's my favourite time of the week, Sunday mornings, so I can just relax on a Sunday morning. So I think I'm going to leave it here because I've got a horrible feeling otherwise you're going to be getting a bit fed up of it all. I'm going to put on some Vlogtobers. Got my earphones, and watch those whilst I potter about. And I'll see you tomorrow for some... Oh no, hang on, I just remembered I need to draw the winner for the Your Paper Quest subscription. So I'll do that and then we'll say goodbye. I'm on YouTube, a random comment picker. Just going to put the video link in. So on day 7, take my earphones out. On day 7, I talked about Your Paper Quest, which is a really fabulous subscription service for self-published authors. No, that makes it sound like only self-published authors can have the subscription. You buy the subscription and you get 2 self-published books a month. And the genres change. And the one I had, which I was talking about, was fantasy, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I've got one to give away to a UK person. So I put the video link in, filter duplicate users, add comment reply. Yeah, I can add comment replies. Number of winners 1, animation show random names. Ooh. Okay, so I asked everyone to give their favourite read. So the winner is Indigo Sprites, and they said, my favourite read so far this year is Affinity by Sarah Waters, and that is Sue. So Sue, Indigo Sprites, hopefully you are in the UK. Can you drop me an email? My email is on the screen now with your address, and I will give that to the lovely people at Your Paper Quest, and they will send you your very own little parcel. Thank you everyone that entered, and thank you so much. Hang on, let me turn the camera around. Thank you so much to everyone that entered, and thank you so much for everyone that gave me your favourite reads of the year so far. I am going to try and write them all down and then try and share the list. I would really like to do that. Whether I get round to doing that is a whole other thing, but I would really like to do that, so then I could put it underneath like one of the videos, so you can all get some great ideas from people. Okay, I'm really going to say goodbye now, and I'll see you tomorrow for the best day of the week, Sunday.